throws out the time bomb, explodes, comes right back to center stage.
Yeah, no. What Link lost, in regards to a tether grab and maybe some range to play with, in his last game, he definitely has made up for with. It's again, you say a better recovery, and some still very very strong character up front. So gonna potentially see a steady diet of nair and forward air. So we'll see how it shakes out here between these guys.
Okay.
But again,
I mean, I was gonna say, Koopa, that like this is exactly how the games went. Exactly how I thought it was gonna go. It's gonna be a projectile war, right? They're throwing their projectiles out, throwing everything in the kitchen sink at the opponent. It's exactly how like this set's gonna go, at least in the beginning.
Yeah, right now it is Linkia, who's off to a pretty solid start right now. They have tilt hitting the Cypher, but BR1 able to get back to the ledge nicely. And usually it is what I was just gonna say, usually it's Snake that's the one that's coming out, setting up the stage, with projectiles and stuff like that. But right now, LinkEA is doing a pretty good job navigating around that.
Okay. Digging the back airs. Ooh. So you're gonna see a lot of these bounces from Snake. Okay, just get him with the missile. Just get him with the Nikita. You got it. Take away that stock. That's one of the safest things you can do from like a far away, right? Why jump off against your opponent when you can just simply shoot off a projectile?
Yeah, it's always fun watching how different Snake mains like tend to cook their grenades. Like kind of like cooking in real life. Everybody, has a different approach on how to, mix up a recipe. And BR1 again, looking like he's opting just to play with the grenades in front of him. Z drop them in front of him. It's very very interesting stuff. It's gonna make it really hard for LinkEA to think twice about getting in up close on him.
Yeah, I mean, one grenade could be scrambled, the next one could be over easy. The world's his oyster. Okay, 152. I mean, at this point, like, literally anything from Link could get this stock, especially on the edge of the stage. Like a nair, up tilt, a reverse up tilt. I respected that would have been safe if he didn't get the parry. Parry is a very underutilized tool, but it's been getting more and more uses in later tournaments. But there we go, just the simple bomb. You're gonna be able to take away that first stock, but he's still at an 82% deficit. Now we got BR1 playing a little bit more aggressive here because I think he wants to go for the trades because he has the percentage lead, so why not?
Yep. Yeah, no, 100%. Just gonna go for the classic Snake stuff. Get him off stage, throw the Nikita rocket, and then cook these grenades, set up in front of him. Right now, Linkia is having a rough time. Right, gets a nice little exchange right there, and when he's able to get Link in or Snake in disadvantage, that's where you want to hurt this character. But hasn't really been able to generate that offense right now.
Ooh, the parry on the second swing. We're seeing a lot of parries from BR1. Very good stuff. Gets dragged away from the stage. His stage control, his perfect little stage control he had to go, and it gets kind of like popped off a bit from that up B. But catches him with the burst option, the dash attack, a fantastic anti-air. Because if they're trying to land down on the ground, you can just get that somersault in, covers a lot of ground. They can't air dodge away. Very hard to escape.
Yeah, Linkia having a rough time right now on their last stock as BR1 continues to put up this projectile in front of him. This is the Snake stuff that we all know and love, Austin, across all Snake players. When this character is able to, set up their wall and camp you out, it's really, really hard to get in on him.
Yeah, especially when you're trying to like navigate like this minefield he's got going. With literal mines sometimes. The C4 being planted, the grenades, like everything, the Nikita missile, Link's bombs as well. We're hearing explosions everywhere, but good conversion. Landing the nair, connects that into the aerial to manage to take away that second stock, and now he's got a little bit of a chance here. BR1 throwing out these up smashes. Just, even if he gets hit, he still has to shield and respect the incoming attack.
All right, back at an even stock game right here. You see the remote bomb again, a non-factor for Link against these grenades if they explode.
Right,
ooh, wait a second.
Cooking all of them, getting the damage in. Again, he has the lead, so he's gonna cook those grenades while holding shield. And if, he tried to air dodge into the ledge, and because of the long lag off of a directional air dodge, it put him off stage. Unfortunate SD coming from LinkEA, but BR1's going to take that to the bank and take away game number 1 pretty solidly, I might add.
Ow, that was yeah, you hate to see it, man. It's one of like the worst feelings in the world when you try to air dodge to the ledge and you just casually glide by it. It's not fun for sure.
Yeah.
So,
I think Linkia struggled a bit with just trying to get in, because one of Snake's bad sides, one of his cons, right, is that his recovery is not the greatest in the world. You know, when you get him in disadvantage off stage, especially if he has to recover low, you can bully him, you can abuse him, and we didn't really see that. We didn't really see BR1 off stage that much. The only times we did is when it was like a kill move, you know, like a smash attack or something, or like an aerial forward air. And I would like to see if Linkia tries to capitalize on that a little bit more. You know, try to like put Snake into these positions where he has to try to recover and force him to recover high, because Snakes want to recover high, right? Because that gives them plenty of room to either, you know, wave bounce grenades or just plain out drop grenades, trying to mix up with a bear while trying to land down on the ground. You know, he's got a lot of options in his toolkit to try to land from up above. But if you can force him to do that and counteract when he recovers high, he can try to like push him more off stage in that regard. But it just comes down to LinkEA just has to win a little bit more of the neutral. I think he has to be the one that has to play a little bit more aggressive in my mind.
Yeah, I definitely you have to see shades of that. We're gonna go to the Kalos Pokemon League here, Austin. What do you think of the stage choice here for Linkia?
Well, honestly, it works good for both characters. Like, it's going to be really hard to counterpick Snake as Link, because you both kind of thrive off of the same type of layout stages. With this stage, at least, he has the ability to tech the wall. If he manages to go for, like, the timed bomb and flies into the wall, he can tech off of that and just up beyond the ledge. That's totally doable and possible.
I'm sorry. It was just very funny watching BR1 just get like ragdolled back and forth between both platforms.
I mean, he goes from East Coast to West Coast. He's going all over the place.
Yeah, to the window, to the wall.
He's jumping in one of those like bouncy castles, you know. I thought about finishing the song, dude, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to.
Yeah, see, that's smart man. Smart man.
144% on BR1. Literally, Linkia just needs to get this one confirm, this one swing, forward air. There was an opportunity where he could have like pushed in. That was the recovery I was talking about, where if Snake's recovering from a little bit below the stage like that, he's kind of vulnerable. His only option in that regard is to air dodge. So if you try to guess the air dodge or not, you can get a guaranteed kill, but he just kind of went back to trying to set up shop and try to retain stage control. So we'll see if he tries to capitalize on that a little bit later. I like that recovery. Like, just doesn't even want to mess with a Nikita missile. Just, I'm going to use the time bomb to get back to the stage instead.
Yeah, no, that was smart stuff right there. And it's a pretty tricky recovery to pull off. Despite as good as it is a little, the timing's a little difficult. And BR1 doing a great job holding on to the stock. Now has himself in a puncher's chance here against LinkEA. But kind of having a rough time, you know, being able to approach in hard here.
Yeah, I mean, he's at 205%. LinkEA just has trouble finding the mark. He needs to, literally, Link has all the kill power in the world. He just needs to go in there and commit to something.
Ooh, okay,
he ate it. He actually, that was a smart idea, but he ate the bomb.
He's built different, man. That was wild. Again, both players just jockeying for position right now. In the second century mark is BR1 right now, getting extra life and then some out of this first stock. There we go. The down air will connect. Snake will disintegrate as LinkEA now breaks away slightly in lead-wise. And let's see how he's able to capitalize on this, Aussie.
That first stock almost took 3 minutes. It's because I think it comes down to both players just wanting to play the projectile or wanting to play safe instead of like going for these high risk options. You know, like I get it, I understand, but now you eventually have to go for the call out. That was a punish right there, so that was also safe. Just go for the up tilt, manage to put that stock, and now it's practically even at this point.
And Linkia is probably afraid of his weapons breaking, obviously. You know, you gotta you gotta manage those resources. I played the game now, I know the jokes. I'm in.
After 3-4 years later.
Better late than never.
Yeah, exactly. He's got a grenade, doesn't want it in his hand. Gets scooped up by the up smash from behind. I love the placements of his Nikita missile, by the way, dropping it on the platform right above him to force, like, cover those options. Like, hey, you can't escape by jumping. You have to do something else. And then he tries to capitalize on those options. Very good coverage.
No, for sure. His grenade cooking and placement of these bombs have been excellent so far. Also, I love the use of down tilt coming out from BR1. It's kind of like a seldomly used move in Snake's kit, but it's still very, very good.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, when you throw the down tilt's really good at like covering like ledge options as well. But gets the back air, nice conversion, gonna be able to turn that into something juicy. Take away that second stock. He has himself with a slight lead here, and now it's gonna be an uphill battle for Link. He has to deal with all like the grenades, right? He can throw out the grenades, trade the explosions, trade the damages, and it's gonna work in BR1's favor.
Yeah, right now Linkia having again back on the defensive end of things here. They're trying to approach, able to nick him with the boomerang, but still not enough to generate any sort of space between him and BR1.
There's a war of attrition right now. Again, throwing out the bomb. We've already learned that bomb does not knock Snake out of his cipher. You have to hit him for like I think it's 8.4 damage to knock him out of his cipher, and it's just not doing enough.
BR1 one solid hit away from being able to move or put himself up 2-0 here.
Dude, the crawl going underneath the boomerang, playing Metal Gear Solid, not enough to avoid that forward tilt though.
Metal Gear indeed. Here he comes with the Nikita missile. He's just surfing it there because if he pushes forward, he gets caught by it, which is why again you're gonna see Link going for the time bomb recovery instead, just to bypass the Nikita missile minigame, but can't bypass it that time. Already committed to the up B, thought he was gonna be able to spin attack onto the ledge, but the Nikita missile was there waiting with his name on it. Signed, Solid Snake. Game number 2, going to BR1. Yeah, BR1 up 2 games to 0 here. Linkia gonna have a rough go at it here if they want to punch their ticket into the into the World Tour Finals. It's so hard, man. Snake is like, you have so little time to adjust your game plan against Snake because before you know it, you've already eaten like 70-80% and you're potentially at kill percent. Like, this character forces you to react so quickly, it is absolutely ridiculous.
It's very easy for it to snowball into a lot of damage when you're fighting against Snake. So it's one of the struggles that Link's gonna have to overcome here in the 0-2 deficit. I mean, we did just see a reverse 3-0 with Ghoul earlier, so it's definitely possible. It's not out of the realm of possibility, but Link's got to make something work. And like I said earlier, I feel like capitalizing on the disadvantage state of Snake once he pushes him off stage could be the answer. But that might not just be Link's playstyle, right? When you play a character like Link, you want to stay on stage, throw out projectiles, set up projectiles to try to get that ledge trapping instead. But Snake is so vulnerable when he recovers from down low that I would like to see some more of that. So let's see what happens with the game number 3. LinkEA going for another counter pick. Suicide just going straight back to Kalos.
Yeah, straight back to church, man. We'll see if this is, again, this is probably where their best shot was. You saw early on how this game went, that Linkia was able to get a lead, albeit, they took 177% in the process. So you definitely want to try to avoid any sort of, elongated stock scenario where the gap can be closed very quickly on you. But you'll see what adjustments can be made.
Yeah. And he's got to adjust somehow because, like, BR1's capitalizing with a lot of these grenades, but it looks like LinkEA is going for some more of an aggressive approach, at least in the beginning of that game, and it worked out for him. And now that he has the lead, it looks like he's going back to the defense. But as we've seen from the previous war of attrition, it's that the projectile war seems to be in BR1's favor, and now he's got advantage. His double jump is gone. Opts go for the fast fall up B to get back onto the stage, safe and sound, and wants to create so much distance that he runs all the way to the other side of the platform.
Yeah, excellent stuff right here from BR1. Ooh, okay. That's also another factor in this matchup that can be really, really dangerous if you're Linkia. Getting caught by the anti-air up tilt. We haven't seen a lot of up tilt in this set so far, Aussie, but that one proven to be very effective as BR1 is able to get on the board here first.
He's saving it for the opportunities, right? He's waiting for Link to go for the jump, so he doesn't expect the anti-air, but it's going to come out, and it's going to find its mark. Ooh! Yeah, get out of there.
Almost cool.
Almost. That's the keyword. Okay, he's got the grenade again. Just kind of taking some of his own damage. Link again, he's just throwing out some more projectiles, not going for a kill confirmed just yet. Applying a little bit of pressure with that forward tilt, pushing away from the stage. That's safe on shield as long as it doesn't get parried. Waits for the boomerang to come back. Boomerang, you always do. Connects that into a forward air and brings it to a very even 2-stock match.
Yep, Link's forward air, still one of the most devastating moves in the game. So excellent stuff right there from LinkEA. Getting themselves back within arm's reach here. You know, he still is anybody's game right now, Aussie.
Trying to meet a little bit of fisticuffs in the air there with the back air. More projectiles. More Nikita missile. I like that he's surfing it in circles right in front of him. Because he's like, you're going to approach. You're going to do something at a shield. You're going to move forward, and you're going to get caught by this. He's putting up a wall on purpose.
Yeah, insert the Flight of the Bumblebee music right here.
Yeah. Don't swat that bee.
No, you'll die.
Ooh, the up B. I mean, I feel like that would have worked if it was like slightly lower percent. Just ever so slightly.
I want to say he was maybe going for like a boomerang, like angled upwards. It accidentally like did up B instead, but it still could have worked. Would have been cheeky.
Okay, he's still got a slight lead here in terms of percent. Let's see if he can hold on to it. BR1 again, just pulling out grenades for days. Just setting up shop, has a C4 planted on the middle of the stage. That was actually a very good placement in that regard, because if he would have rolled backwards, he would have got caught. Meanwhile, he had to choose any other option, and Snake could cover it. A lot good coverage there.
Having to be very careful here. If you're BR1, LinkEA has done a really good job getting themselves back into the thick of things here. That down air will eat through to Nikita, and once again hit its mark. Been pretty a reliable move so far for LinkEA this set.
Ooh, because he was so concentrated on his projectile game, you know, like planting the C4, igniting the C4, pulling out grenades, that there was actually a little bit of lag after pulling that grenade, pulling the pin on the grenade, that Link was able to capitalize and seal out that second stock.
I'm going to be very careful here. If you're BR1, you don't want to you overcommit right now. Again, where Snake's in disadvantage, he's one of the easier characters to juggle to a high percent. Whoa!
Long-lasting hitboxes, hello?
Yeah, seriously, Jesus. That was wild.
Okay, LinkEA coming in with a little bit more of a projectile game from that platform. Capitalizing off that platform, and like BR1's damage is just going higher and higher. This is where Snake can kind of suffer a bit, because he's got to be more careful about taking the damage from his own grenades at this point. Look at that C4 planted on the center of the stage. May come into play later on. Keep your eyes on that, folks. Managed to just detonate it because he didn't like the placement. He heard me talking.
He knew. Ooh!
He tried. I mean, so what he was trying to go for was drop that time bomb on top of him, get caught by it, and send him to the middle of the stage. Because that seems to be Link's answer for getting away from the Nikita missile off stage. But it was a little bit too slow because BR1 was holding forward on that Nikita. Gets the conversion, gets the forward air, puts his first point on the board. But now it's BR1's time to go for a counterpick stage.
No, that was a huge stuff. And of course, the disadvantage for LinkEA is that he's not going to be able to play a game the rest of the set on his own counterpick. He's going to be playing on BR1's counterpick. So, you know, listen, you got your foot in the door. Now it's a matter of carrying through and, you know, making sure you can, you know, carry that momentum forward.
Yeah. So, speaking of momentum, let's see if BR1 can try to defuse it. All it takes is one good read, one good stage pick, and then the second he gets the lead, he can take it for miles. Link versus Snake. I mean, we've seen this match before in the past, and it's going exactly how I thought it would be, right? Just like, it may seem slow-paced for a lot of viewers at home, but there's just so much intricacies going on. Like, the mental fortitude these players have to maintain their cool and just keep dishing out these projectiles in the same positions while, you know, trying to like read their opponent. It's almost like playing chess.
Yeah, it's a very intricate game, like you said. It is very chess-like. You know, your opponent's placing a lot of stuff in front of you, and you gotta, you know, properly, you know, figure out the right way to navigate it. So,
BR1's got a lot of pawns. I'll tell you what.
Not
these
100%,
grenades.
man.
All right, here we go. Game number 4, BR1 with the counter pick on the stage. Let's see where we're going. Pokemon Stadium 2. Kind of similar to Kalos, except the platforms are more into the stage, which can really help BR1's C4 placement. A lot of the times you'll see Snakes like to place C4 on the platforms because not only will it cover the said platform, it covers below the platform as well. And PS2 is a prime example of that being wonderful because the platforms are so close to the center of the stage in comparison.
Sure. Yeah, 100%.
Like,
so.
I'm sure Smashville was banned. Like,
I'm sure. Yeah, I'd imagine so. I wouldn't be shocked at that development.
Okay, here we go. There are more projectiles, not too much happening just yet. Waiting for that first conversion. He got it, but again, that's the problem with trying to combo Snake, is when you land that first nair, that grenade he's holding onto is going to prevent you from being able to get any follow-ups.
Yeah, no, 100%. Ooh, okay. It's so, like, the floor is literally lava against both of these characters. Like, you know, every Snake's grenades are constantly exploding. Because the grenades are exploding, Link's remote bomb is constantly blowing up. Like, trying to approach as either of these two players is insane. Oh my goodness.
Something I've really noticed from LinkEA is that he doesn't really go for grabs that much. You're not really seeing the hook shot come out into play, but he will go for a punish. If he sees an opportunity where you're hitting a shield, he'll go for that up smash and scoop you up.
To be fair, you haven't seen the hook shot because technically Link doesn't have that, remember?
Oh yeah, you're right.
But I agree though, like it's so scary to get up close to Snake to try to grab him because, you know, there's the risk of that happening. Oh my goodness.
Dude, they're literally just playing around the time bomb. Like that's all that's going on. Like Link has control with the time bomb. It's like that's the volleyball that they have to like keep their eyes on at all times. Meanwhile, also having to keep your eye on Snake C4. But that's going to be a stock going for Link's favor. We'll see if he can hold on to it. Again, I feel like anytime LinkEA starts to get the lead, I think he holds on to it until the end of the game. I mean, that's what happened in the last one anyways.
Yeah, no, when Linkia was able to get themselves a lead here, it definitely was beneficial for them. He's doing a way better job of navigating around, you know, the awkwardness of Snake, especially off stage. You know, you haven't seen nearly the amount of the, you know, the Nikita edgeguards as we once saw.
Get that time bomb out of here, dude. Just kick him right back at him. And you're noticing because of the stock difference that BR1's playing more aggressive. He's pushing forward. He's holding on. Follows him to the depths of PS2 with that Nikita missile to prevent him from being able to get on the stage. He was that too high a percent, too close to the stage, be able to get that tech. Catch. I like that. LinkEA keeps going for these forward smashes. When Link goes for a forward smash at 0%, he gets that little like projectile sword swing, you know, little homage to the original Zelda games.
It's still so funny to me.
I like that he does it. I like that he does it because it's like not that good of an option, but he just loves doing the forward smash because it's a commitment. Doing the forward smash is a commitment move compared to just like shooting your bow and arrow.
These days, we're gonna see a combo ended with a. You're gonna see someone die to a Link forward smash projectile at 0. It's gonna happen one of these days.
Dude, it's not that strong. It's not that. I
meant like he's gonna. When he's at 0, that's what
I feel it. Okay, yeah, I get it. Okay, 77% BR1 on the stage. Yeah, I mean, every single time that boomerang comes back, BR1 seems to, you know, get a little bit caught off guard. Up smash.
Yeah.
Ooh, shield pressure.
Yeah, Linkia has done a great job, like, adapting, you know, to the grenade placements and stuff throughout this entire set so far. You know, it shows an into percent difference, and Boomerang, like you said, has been a huge factor to that, Aussie. Ooh, but the Nikita will meet his mark right there.
He punished the Boomerang, because, like, even though Boomerang is, like, pretty lagless, especially from far away, it still has that startup animation, and he capitalized on that. Good stuff from BR1. Up tilt from behind, gonna send him up to the heavens. Not enough to get the stock just yet, but he is so overcooked right now that one more will definitely seal his stock. Trying to play around it with the dare, going for some pogo stick action on the shield. Can he close it out? Time bomb, that'll do it. That's a safer option.
We are at a last stock scenario here, Aussie. LinkEA is 1 game away from pushing it to game 5. BR1 1 game away from finishing the set here, so.
Got that C4 placed on the left platform. Gotta be on the eyes for it. It's already been detonated. The second I say it, like, it's gone. Like, that's how fast he's keep getting refreshed. You can't hold in the same spot for too long. Because Link is keeping a sharp eye He's got a Hawkeye out for that. As I say that, he gets caught, so never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, you saw what I mentioned earlier, where sometimes the percents against Snake can kind of fade away from you. As you see right now, LinkEA is already at almost 100%. Gets hit by the up smash, and now the tables have turned once again, Aussie.
Throwing out a bunch of up smashes to cover the ledge. He's got him at 122%. Literally all BR1 needs to do is, like, he could land a bear at this point. Drop down the back air. That's what he's looking for. Because he's very rarely gone for the back air, so it's definitely like a viable option. It could kill, maybe not from center stage, but definitely on the edge of the stage, it would fall off. And now he's playing a little bit more safer, not playing as aggressive because he doesn't need to. He's got a huge percentage lead, like almost an 80% differential. Throwing down the Nikita missile on top of his shield, forcing the issue, while still not pursuing him. And again, I'm agreeing with that. If you're Snake, you got this big of a lead, there's no reason to push the envelope. He's eventually going to get him into a percent, though. 30 more, and he could start killing him with grab.